In a serene mountain cottage, Leora, a talented but unfulfilled weaver, receives a shimmering golden thread from a divine messenger, the embodiment of the Ace of Pentacles. It comes as a sign of new beginnings in creativity and prosperous growth. She weaves into a tapestry dreams journeying through enchanted looms, guarded and guided by ancient stars that offer lessons in faith, hard work, and the magic of manifestation. As the tapestry comes alive, Leora overcomes her self-doubt and finds fulfillment once more. What a wonderful story to weave as you drift off to sleep. Hello, my dear friend. My name is Mira Kelly. My voice will guide you to sleep tonight. And as you hear my voice, your body will relax completely. And your mind will find its state of perfect peace and ease. And now let's dive in. The title of our story is The Weaver's Golden Thread. Leora lived in a small cottage on the edge of a mountain village. Her days were filled with the rhythmic clack of her loom, but her heart felt heavy. Her weaves were lacking in the spark they once held. She hadn't always lived here. Growing up in a noisy lowland town, Leora watched her mother stitch plain garments for merchants. As a girl, she snug scraps of fabric, weaving them into colorful patterns that danced with her dreams. But her family didn't understand her creations. Stick to practical work, her mother told her. Leora's heart sank. It felt like she needed to tuck her dreams away, as if they were unused thread. When her mother passed, Leora left the town behind. She moved to the mountains, hoping the quiet would rekindle her passion. But years of weaving simple rugs just so that she assures the payment of bills dulled her spirit. Now, in her mid-30s, Leora felt stuck. Her cottage with its creaky floors and wildflower-framed windows was cozy, but very lonely. She wondered if her dreams were too big for her small life. One evening, as dusk painted the sky in soft pinks, a faint knock sounded at her door. Who could it be? Leora opened it to find no one was there. However, on her doorstep lay a spool of golden thread. It was shimmering faintly in the fading light. She picked it up, and the warmth that she felt in her hand and in her heart really surprised her. It felt like a gift, a promise of something new. In her mind flickered the tarot card Ace of Pentacles, a card her mother spoke of once. Leora knew it symbolizes fresh starts. It guaranteed abundance. It was a sign of good things to come. A sign of gifts to be opened and delightful surprises to be received. Leora sat by her fireplace, holding the spool in her hands. The golden thread seemed to hum, urging her to weave. Could this be the change she's been waiting for? She hesitated. Years of routine and being rational had buried her creativity. What if she couldn't create something worthy of this thread? What if she didn't have it in her any longer? The next morning, sunlight spilled through her windows. Leora threaded her loom with the golden strand. It glided smoothly, as if it was guiding her hands. As she wove, the fabric began to glow softly. Colors such as deep indigo, warm amber, soft green, emerged, forming patterns that felt alive. Leora's heart stirred. She felt a forgotten excitement rising within her. She worked through the day, losing track of time. The tapestry grew. The designs were unlike anything she has made before. It seemed to tell a story she didn't yet understand. And that evening, she stepped outside for air. The village was quiet. Stars blinking above the pine trees. Leora felt a nudge, as if the thread was calling her to walk. She followed the impulse and she wandered into the nearby woods. The spool was tucked in her pocket. The golden thread seemed to glow brightly. The moon was lighting her path. She stopped by a small stream. The water was murmuring softly. Leora sat by the stream and closed her eyes. A memory surfaced. She saw her younger self weaving with joy, unafraid of mistakes. Once more, the Ace of Pentacles flashed in her mind, whispering new beginnings. She realized she had forgotten that joy. Her mother's practical advice had made her doubt her gift. The lesson was clear. Her creativity was a gift, not a flaw. Leora returned back to her cottage feeling inspired. She wove late into the night, the golden thread continuing to guide her. The tapestry began to show a figure, a woman who was weaving under starlight. The next day, Leora visited the village market. Old Mara the baker noticed Leora's brighter eyes and said to her, "You look different, dear." Leora shared her story of the golden thread. Mara nodded with kindness, and she wisely said, "Sometimes a small gift opens a big door." Leora thought of the Ace of Pentacles again. Its promise of prosperity wasn't just wealth, it was purpose. Leora felt a spark of hope, and just like that, Doubt loosened its grip on her. It faded away, and Leora felt lighter. Back at her loom, Leora wove with new energy. Now the tapestry showed the woman facing a storm. However, her hands stayed steady. Leora saw herself in the image, pushing through fear, trusting her vision, trusting her creativity. Another day, Leora walked to the village. Children played nearby. Their laughter was filling the air. A young girl, Lila, ran up, curious about Leora's work. Leora showed her the spool, and the spool continued to glow softly and steadily. Lila looked at it with amazement and said, "It's like the stories my grandma used to tell me about chances that change everything." Leora smiled, feeling the energy of the Ace of Pentacles once more. Leora realized that her fear of judgment had held her back long enough. The villagers didn't need perfection. They valued her heart, her talent. This lesson, this freedom she felt, gave her such a jolt of inspiration that she ran back to her cottage and continued to weave. As the days went by, the tapestry grew more vibrant. It showed the woman planting seeds, her hands dirty but sure. Leora understood. Hard work, focused work, turns dreams into reality. One morning, a neighbor named Tom stopped by. He admired the half-finished tapestry. He was enchanted by the glowing warmth of the colors. He couldn't help but say, "This could bring people together." Leora hadn't thought of sharing her work widely, but she felt that familiar energy of the Ace of Pentacles nudging her. Prosperity means connection, not just personal gain. She felt a plan forming within her. Now she was weaving with purpose. Each thread felt like a step towards something bigger. The tapestry grew to show a woman surrounded by others. Her work, a bridge between hearts. If there was any remaining self-doubt, it began to fade away. And Leora felt free and creative. One evening, she sat by her window, feeling such a sense of fulfillment, such a sense of satisfaction. The tapestry was almost complete. The story had become very clear. It told of a woman who found her way through faith and focused action. Leora hung the tapestry on her wall, and the glow of it filled her cottage. And the cottage felt so warm, so inviting. Leora felt a quiet pride. Her heart felt lighter than it had been in years. The next day, villagers came to see it. They gasped at its beauty. They saw their own hopes in the patterns. Leora shared the story of the golden thread, as if transmitting hope to their hearts. They felt uplifted and inspired. She spoke of the Ace of Pentacles and its gift of new possibilities. She said, "It reminded me to trust myself." The villagers were nodding, inspired by her journey. Leora began teaching weaving to anyone who asked. Leela, the young girl, was her first student. Her small hands were so eager. Leora's cottage became a gathering place. It was alive with laughter and joy. As months passed, Leora's life changed. She saw tapestries, yes, but the true abundance was the joy she experienced in her connections. Her work brought the village closer. Each tapestry was a piece of a shared dream. I wonder if you too will find your dream in one of Leora's tapestries. The golden spool never ran out, just like magic. It sat by her loom, always reminding her of the Ace of Pentacles promise. Leora touched it often, always with a smile on her face, so grateful for the gifts it had brought to her life. Her days were full now, not just with weaving, but with purpose, with friends, with shared dreams and creativity. She felt welcomed everywhere she went, greeted by smiles and big hugs. Her heart felt rich. One night, Lior sat by the fire, the tapestry glowing softly, and she thought of her mother, who had wanted safety for her. "I found my way, Mama," she whispered. And she imagined her mom smiling above. The villagers told Lior's story. They began calling her the Weaver of Dreams. Her tapestries hung in homes, each one telling a story of hope, love, and prosperity. Her legacy grew, one tapestry at a time. And so Lior lived and created. Her cottage was a beacon of warmth, and the golden thread wove through her days, filling her life with prosperity and possibility. She felt so content. Her heart was full. As she grew older, she sat by her loom, the spool still glowing. She closed her eyes, feeling the Ace of Pentacles and its warmth. Her life itself had become a tapestry, so beautifully and so richly woven. Her story lived on, shared by many. It was a tale of finding purpose, a small gift leading to big changes. Her story soothed hearts in the quiet of night and brought hope and love to many. The golden thread waited, ready for the next dreamer. It carried the promise of the Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning is within reach. And the village slept peacefully, wrapped in its glow, as you will too tonight. It is now time to relax and fall into a calm, restful sleep. Your dreams will be peaceful, filled with sweet sensations that will give you so much energy as you wake up. And as your mind drifts off to sleep, I will give these next few suggestions to the part of you that is alert and open to receiving the gifts of the Ace of Pentacles. And I kindly request that this part of you accepts and receives these suggestions for your highest good. I wake up feeling good, ready to take on the day with confidence. The Ace of Pentacles reminds me that new possibilities are opening up for me. A new beginning is just around the corner, one sleep away. I believe in my ability to create, and I rest easily knowing that my creativity supports me. My dreams feel hopeful, giving me comfort as I drift off. Tomorrow I will wake up refreshed, excited for what I can build in my life. It is safe, it is allowed to let go of any worries and effortlessly drift off to sleep, having the best sleep ever. As I rest well tonight, I wake up with a clear mind, ready to experience a life I truly love. The Ace of Pentacles is showing me that small steps lead to big rewards. My dreams are a safe place, full of calm and positive images. My dreams are a lovely place, full of calm and positive feelings. I sleep soundly, trusting that my work and my effort will pay off. I'm allowed to trust myself. I choose to trust myself. trust myself. I trust my life. I trust the fulfillment of my creativity. My creativity flows naturally, even as I rest peacefully tonight. Tonight, in my dreams, I will receive many creative ideas, and I will wake up full of energy and enthusiasm for my life. I wake up feeling light and happy. My dreams are gentle and lovely. As I sleep, my body regenerates itself. Every cell, every organ returns to a state of perfect health. The efforts I put in grow into something meaningful and wonderful. I easily receive new ideas that lead to prosperity and growth. It is safe to rest, knowing that I am on the right path forward. My dreams bring so much clarity, soothing my mind as I sleep deeply. The Ace of Pentacles assures me that I'm building a solid future, a future that I'm proud of. I wake up feeling positive, ready to embrace the day ahead. I trust my strength. I believe in my strength. My sleep is so restful, preparing me for a day of positive experiences, abundance, gifts, and growth. Deep within, I feel hopeful and optimistic about my journey through life. I'm guided. I am safe. I am protected. Great things are coming for me. A better tomorrow awaits. The Ace of Pentacles is blessing me. I have a solid foundation, and I grow quickly and effortlessly. I rest easily, knowing abundance awaits me tomorrow. Good night. I love you.